That is terrible. I'm sorry.
Why
Um,
you like it?
the Hulk Hogan beer is terrible. Surprise, surprise, man. Hey, man, what's going on? This IlFam79. With the team. You see us on. Welcome to Somethin Else. Like I said, I am IlFam79 in your social media choice, aka Top 3 Beards and Severin. We'll see. And my tag team partner tonight.
It's your girl, Lovely Laveau, always here, everywhere. You know how I do. So we're gonna get into it today and get some something going on for you today.
Hey, it look like you got somebody with you.
Eh?
You know what I'm saying? You might have seen my man's doing flips off turnbuckles in Dallas. You might have seen my man's on the football field. You might have seen him on the soccer field or the real football field. You might have seen my man playing all sorts of wild video games, and you might have seen him at the Sausage Castle.
Mm. Yes, you're reigning, defending, two-time Sausage Castle Wrestling heavyweight champion, the most shady Frankie Baby.
Welcome. We are so glad you were able to join the bullshit. So that's what we're gonna do with you today.
I assume that we're gonna start with my infamous picture with Bay.
You know, I was gonna ease into that, but since you brought it up,
Here I was gonna ease into
it. Here I was.
You gotta ease into it.
I was with my mother when I saw that, by the way.
Which mom?
So my mother loves toxic men, so she thoroughly enjoyed the picture. So can you please tell us what was going on?
So look, man, one thing about me is I know how to make a splash, right? And truth be told, I wanted to post videos from the match to let people know I was the champ first. But the footage I was waiting on from the other cameraman didn't come till like a day and a half later than when I won the title. So I only had my footage, which my footage was good, but I knew he had better angles of certain things that I wanted to show.
Yeah.
So I was like, how can I make a splash to let people know that I'm back as the two-time Sausage Castle Wrestling heavyweight champion? How can I make that splash? And I sat there and I thought, well, one way I could do it is I could post a picture with Bay. Because the first time I won this title in 2019, I took a picture in bed and we was just cuddled up under the covers. You know what I'm saying? And that did very well for me on social media. So I was like, I got to recreate that somehow. So it was my birthday weekend, or the weekend before my birthday, sorry. And I was getting ready to take pictures for my birthday shots, which I ended up posting a week later. You know what I'm saying? So I got in the shower, got my fit together. After I got out the shower, I'm drying off. I'm like, I'm about to get this fit crazy. And then I'm going to take the picture with Bay on the balcony. And I'm drying off. And I'm like, wait, I can just go like this. So, impromptu, set the camera on self-timer, put Bay over my shoulder, let her drape down. And the rest is history. You know what I'm saying?
The title, right? Please don't ask that question. I ain't never.
I mean, I would just be real. There have been plenty of women in my life that have asked me to, and because they did, I threw them over my shoulder and carried them like Tarzan and Jane. Now, I would ask another one in the long line of the list. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, I'm gonna say, Kim Kardashian broke the internet.
Mm-hmm.
But baby, you was a good number 2. Okay, because I was like,
hey,
I don't blush.
Mm.
So I don't.
You know what's funny about that picture is, so like, it's, as they say, an implied nude, right?
Yeah.
So I didn't recognize when I first looked at the picture that if you look at the picture long enough, you actually see a nice shadow. And, I didn't recognize that until it was pointed out to me after I posted it.
Yeah.
But it was very recognizable because my DMs are still going crazy.
I'm sure they are. Let me tell you something. You had I don't know what kind of effect it was, but my DMs went crazy because of your picture. They were like, how well you know Frankie? I was like, man, hey, talk to that man. Leave me alone. But I promise you, if you was ever gonna make a splash, that was the way to do it. Because you got my mom trying to watch wrestling and come to shows now, and I'm like, okay,
Look at that. See what
no,
I'm saying? People think they don't understand is everybody in this world is trying to get over with their moves. And while I can do that too, as I showed with my moonsault, I'm probably gonna break out a 450 splash one day. I feel bad for the person who has to take it, but you know what I'm saying? I'm probably gonna break that out. I can do anything that any cruiserweight can do. You want to do Hurricane Ranas? I can do that. You want to do moonsaults, 450s? You want to do planchas? You want to do springboard moonsault? You want to do any of that? I can do that at 365 pounds. I'm a real athlete. That's why I played in the NFL. I didn't just grow up a wrestling fan and then work my butt off to become athletic. I was genetically born athletic, and I worked my ass off to get even better. So there's not a single thing in the wrestling ring that I can't do. I also recognize that the moves don't matter.
That's accurate.
I got more over as a champion posting a tasteful nude on the internet than 99.9% of champions in wrestling today. It's just because I understand how the actual human psyche works.
You're not wrong, because at the end of the day, sex still sells. I don't care who you are and how you like to slice that pie up. If you're naked, we're gonna look. And I'm not gonna say I looked, but
you looked. It's okay.
Go ahead. Talk about some man shit.
Yo, that a heck of a bounce pass. So, Pioneer City, right? For me, that's Wawa or the front store. That's the 80s. That's walking the path to the front store, catching. You know what I mean? I'm a meat high guy. You know what I mean? Meat high. You already know. As a matter of fact, I believe Coach Francis played ball with two of my uncles.
My father, yes.
Yeah. That being the case, man, what does the area like influence wise? You know what I'm saying? You're not a shy guy. And I know that neighborhood that we've seen everywhere. Pioneer City is not a place for shy guys. What influence did that have on you? And what's that like?
It had a huge influence on me, man. That's why I wear Pioneer City on my chest when I wrestle. Like, how many wrestlers really rep their hood? First of all, 99% of wrestlers ain't from the hood. But the 1% that are from the hood, how many of them rep their hood harder than me? I mean, I put Pioneer City on my chest. On NXT, on SmackDown, at Magic City, at Sausage Castle, it say Pioneer City on my chest. I rep where I'm from, okay? When I have, every November, I have my canned food drive to raise, food for homeless children in that area. I used to have my Champs versus Stars celebrity basketball game where I would raise money for Sarah's House, which is that community. I grew up in that era where it was cool to be from the hood if you wasn't actually from there. Everybody in the hood was trying to get out. You feel what I'm saying? And now I feel like nowadays people is just content being where they at. And it's sad for me to see. So I try to go back and enlighten the young boys and the young girls in my hood and show them, look, you can do anything. Like, I'm not nobody special. Yes, I was gifted with special gifts that not everybody has, but I also just worked my ass off to get to where I am. You know what I'm saying? Like, Pioneer City is my home. That's where I lived as a kid. It's where my dad just moved from. It's where my grandmother still lives. It's where my sister lived most of her life. It's where my aunt lived most of her life. It's where my cousins lived most of their life. Like, I got family and friends still there. I know all the block boys there. I know where to go and when not to go there. I know everything about that place. So, like, when I get a chance to show a positive light on my city, that's what I do. That's why when we did the championship cipher, the first thing I said was, Pioneer City, stand up. Yeah. Go back and run the tape. That's what I always rep for my city, because I want them kids to know that just because you're in a certain situation right now, it don't mean you can't get out of that situation in the future. You just got to have a plan.
Yeah.
I got this song coming out with Teezy on his next album coming out called Erica's Son 2. It's called Price Went Up. And one of the lines I say on there is I say, if you're underwater, start swimming. Figure out your fish and start fishing. Like, figure out what you do good. It don't gotta be rap. It don't gotta be basketball. It don't gotta be football. It don't gotta be wrestling. But figure out what inspires you. And once you figure that out, figure out how you can make a living doing that. And that's all you need to do, man. And if you can do that, I mean, you're blessed. You're blessed. And there's not enough people that are giving these gems to the kids in Pioneer City and any hood for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, people go out of their way to talk down on people that are in bad situations. Well, if they'd have worked harder, or if they'd have stayed off drugs, or if they'd have tried in school, or all these other reasons why they're happy that someone's unsuccessful. Me, I'm trying to pull people out of that situation because I know what it's like to be there. And I'm not talking from out the side of my mouth. Like, I'm really from there. Like, I'm really about that. So that's why when really in the wrestling industry, I don't really fit in. And the reason I don't fit in is because I'm not with the corny fake shit. I never have been and I never will be. And that's why whenever somebody has something to say about me, I say something back. Because I'm not about that. You're not in Pioneer City. If you didn't stand on what you stood by, if you didn't stand on your name, if you didn't stand up for yourself, boy, it was gonna be 10 times worse for you. I just got it out of the mud, man. I don't know what it takes to do it.
That's what I was going to say. Like, as far as all the wrestlers that I know personally, and just seeing corny ass people around, I will honestly say that you have been one of the very few that in the ring, out of the ring, on TV, on social media, has always been the same. Because a lot of people that's for the culture ain't really for the culture.
Bingo.
And one thing that I can honestly say about you is, no matter if you're on this side of loving Frankie, if you hate Frankie, you know who Frankie is. And it's never a question of what your motives are, what your agenda is, whatever your background is, we see you. And there's we can't question that. So for me personally, as a real, I'm gonna say the word, as a real nigga, I appreciate other real niggas. So that's why I was like, this my man's right.
Funny is that, like, people was trying to, like, when Malcolm did the joke on his stand-up, people was trying to make it seem like Malcolm was taking shots at me when Malcolm was the one that told me about the joke, right? So like, the thing that I love the most that he said in the whole thing, he said I thought I was the blackest dude that ever come from in WWE. Nah, AJ the blackest dude that ever came from WWE. And the thing is, like, it's crazy to me because my whole life I've always just lived by the mantra that, like, I know that I was given a special set of skills, and not to sound like Liam Neeson, but I know that I was blessed. I recognized nobody was my size, and anybody that was my size wasn't my level of athlete. And I never had to try in school, and I can pan the camera right now so y'all can see my master's degree and my bachelor's degree. And I never tried. I'm blessed. I just was given an ability that a lot of people don't have and a lot of people don't get. So it's like, I never wasted that. Yeah. I never let that go to the wayside and be like, oh, it's just wasted opportunity, it's potential. I knew I didn't want to live in Pioneer City no more.
Yeah.
I knew I wanted to live better than my whole family had lived. I knew that. I knew that everything that I had done in my life had built me to the point where I could get what I wanted out of life. And I've been able to do that because I worked my ass off and I saw a plan. I figured it out. I knew if I get this college scholarship, man, first of all, I'm definitely going to get an opportunity to go to the league. But even if I don't, I'm going to get a degree. And after I get my degree, I'm going to be able to do something with that. I get a chance to go to the NFL. Once I get to the NFL, I'm like, man, I know that I can. This NFL is going to open doors for me. I started doing more TV. I started getting on TV. I had Bay on national TV 3 times in 2019 before I ever got to WWE. What other independent wrestler ever got their title belt on national TV? Don't worry, I'll wait.
You don't know a whole lot.
Where's the tea? Where is the tea? Anybody? I know what it is. But the thing is, because I know that, and I'm not afraid to say it, and I believe in myself, people pretend that I'm some bad guy. No. we can run off. I just ran off a list of things that I've done for my community that these dudes don't have theirs. But I'm a bad guy because I believe in myself. No, I'm a bad guy because you think I'm a bad guy and you're a dork.
Well, you know, that's the thing. If you're black and you a man, and you're a big black man on top of that,
Mm-hmm.
you're confident, but you can also back it up. That's always going to make you the villain. So
Mm-hmm.
that's something with you we appreciate as a part of the culture, because it's like a lot of these guys, they have their gimmick and they have their real life, and those two things do not match.
Mm-hmm.
And I see it all day. So
yeah, too. When I see them at shows, they don't never have energy.
I'm gonna shut up. Go on ahead, brother.
So the Sausage Castle logo is reminiscent of the
Outcast
logo there.
That's intentional.
I'm sorry.
I said that's intentional.
Absolutely. That being said, you are an MC. We've heard your music, but we don't know what's in your playlist right now. And I of course, right now the Kendrick Lamar album just dropped.
Mm-hmm.
What did you think of that album as well?
I love it. I love Kendrick. Kendrick is. Sorry, I just drank green tea, so I'm burping. Kendrick is one of the best to ever do it, and this album is special. It really is, and my favorite thing about Kendrick is he's reminiscent to me in the wrestling business. He's not afraid to talk about things that other people are too scared to talk about, right? Mm-hmm. He's not afraid to make you really think about the things that he's saying, because he has not only validity in what he's saying, but he's bringing up a good point, right? Now, for me personally, like, I've listened to Kendrick's album at least 10 times all the way through already, and I'm going to keep listening to it. But you know what album has been cranking so crazy for me over the past couple weeks? That Future, baby.
Oh, God.
I never liked you. You know, that's like Future Hendrix. Lord, man, that man is special. Listen, the thing is, Future, to me, this is Future's best album since he did the Future Hendrix like double album back to back.
Oh, yeah.
And to me, in my personal opinion, it might be after those two albums and Dirty Sprite 2. I mean, it's probably, in my opinion, his fourth best album he ever made. So it's like, I can't stop listening. And I'll listen to Kendrick's album and I'll listen to it twice through, and then I'll be like, all right, let me put that Future back. Like, that
toxicology report is loud with you, brother. I see.
I mean, I am a little toxic now, you know. But here's the thing: a lot of great men are, you know what I'm saying? Like Future, for example.
Now this the record with Buddy in the back of the car with the eye mask on, right?
Yeah.
Sickness. It's sickness. They listening to Kendrick like, you know what, this is some real good stuff.
However,
that's too damn good. Let's go ahead and put on that book.
Kendrick really talking for us, but Future, I feel like, is talking for me. It's a difference. It's a difference.
I'm not doing this. You know what? I'm not doing this. I'm not going to do this. So, and I know we kind of got you on a time crunch right now, so I do want to get to this with you just so we can, because we want people to know Frankie Baby a little bit more in an odder way, not just your regular bullshit way. So we got 5 questions that we want to run down with you just to kind of get where you are with them, and we're going to see how we rock, okay?
Cool.
All right. So I think I kind of already know the answer to this, so I'm going to put a spin on it. Of course, outside of wrestling and being an MC in football, what would be your dream career? What's something that you could have seen yourself do outside of those 3?
I'm actually in the process of doing it. I'm going to start doing color commentary for sports. I've always done like sports analyst work anyway. I was just on ESPN 2 weeks ago doing it for the draft. I've talked hockey on NBC and baseball on ESPN and basketball on NBC and football on CBS and ABC and NFL Network. I've been on every major network talking sports already. So like, I feel like that's the next step for me. And then nothing solidified more that I need to make wrestling my side hustle than when I saw that Tom Brady contract for talking on TV.
You see it?
That man signed his first TV contract is more than he made his entire NFL career. That is crazy.
That's nuts.
I need to be.
And Tom, he did take some pay cuts. He took some pay cuts to keep the teams together.
Sure. You know, Stephen A. Smith makes more than every wrestler in the world.
That's sick. That's crazy.
Well, then why don't he do something about, you know what? Never mind. This is about you, brother. The second question on the 5 is, who is your secret celebrity crush?
You mean other than Lovely? Let me see.
All right.
Let me see. I'm a player, you know what I'm saying? That's how I always be, you know what I'm saying? You know, I'm not gonna say nobody in wrestling because I don't know who be having boyfriends and who married, and I don't want to have to slap somebody head up their shoulders because
they don't care. That was rude. I shouldn't have said that.
I'm gonna say, damn, that's a good one. See, I don't really be liking celebrities like that because they be very pretentious.
Mm-hmm.
Let's think.
I mean, you could just tell us who
you know what? You know who I'm gonna go with? Because her Instagram personality and Twitter personality is not what I expected when I saw who she was as a R&B diva growing up. Is Kelly Rowland.
Mm-hmm. I love her.
Big fan of Kelly.
That's
love
top
you.
chef.
And I need to.
Outstanding. Anything, hey man, anything cute and brown is boy. Listen. Anyway, what's the next one, Lovely?
So the next one for you, and this was the one that I'm excited about from you. What's one unpopular opinion that is the hill that you will die on?
I hate watermelon. Hate it. It tastes like nothing. It's like you chewing wet gum that dissipates in your mouth. I hate water. Then it's got seeds for no reason. I hate watermelon.
You are eating the worst watermelon ever.
I don't think so. I think I'm just eating.
You need a West Indian woman to bring you a watermelon, and that's what you need.
It tastes like red water. I'm cool, bro. I'm cool. I'm cool on watermelon. I'm just cool. You know what I'm saying?
I don't blame you. I don't dislike watermelon, but I will not eat it in front of white people.
Here's the thing. I don't really like. Here's the thing. I said hate, but I don't really mean that. Like, I eat watermelon, but like, watermelon could not be in my top 25 favorite fruits. Like, I could definitely come up with 25 fruits that I like more than watermelon for sure.
Okay. Well, I'll accept that. That's fine. Go ahead.
All right, man. This is the one that folks go to war for. This is the one that causes street fights. This is the one that me and eventually Sister Lovely will have a fist fight in the middle of the street over. Apple or Android?
Come on, son.
Come on.
What do I look like? Come on, son.
Come on. Tell me. Come on.
That computer right there.
Oh boy,
that's a man. The phone I'm on with y'all right now. That's an iPhone.
I'm a drink.
My bat phone. That's an iPhone. Whenever I need to make one of my disc music videos, I edit it on Adobe Premiere Pro on the iMac. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I'm an adult, bro. I ain't got no little. Who got these little kid phones, bro? Like, come on.
He said you had a Playmobil.
The smartest thing Apple ever did was make their text messages blue to each other and green with everybody else. Now, when I get a text from a green text message person, I'll be like, oh.
Gang wars. Gang wars.
That is the weirdest thing that people care about on God's green earth.
No, but here's the real reason why, though. I can't text the Android person when I'm overseas in airplane mode or on a plane, but when I go on a plane and they offer free texting, the answers are WhatsApp, which is on everybody's phone, and iMessage. Those are the two actual ways that you can communicate with people. And I take a lot of flights. And also, like I said, I'm not a child. Like my last phone before my iPhone, which I got in college, which was damn near shit. That was almost 15 years ago now. More like 13 years ago now when I got my first iPhone. I had a T-Mobile Sidekick. You know, I used to be there, but the Bible say I was a child. I thought as a child.
I became a man.
But when I became a man, I put away those childish things.
AKA fam, grow up, son. Grow up.
Hey,
Get an adult phone.
What are you talking about?
Get an adult phone. I'm tired of them green ass bubbles, bruh.
You can't even be in the group chat. It's like, ugh.
You ruined everybody's bubbles.
You do realize I hate the group chat, by the way.
Well, hell, you ain't gonna come about
in my league. I literally tell people you gotta have you can join the league, but you can't join the league if you don't have an iPhone because that's how we text in the group chat. So,
bet. Damn.
Fair.
But one for me.
Fair.
So this is the last one for the 5 count. Okay. This shit is funny to me. All right. If you could have one superpower, right? What would it be and how would you use it?
If I could have one superpower, I would be bulletproof. Because, and not, I can segue that into I'm big and black and can get shot by the police at any time. And I have been held down by the police at gunpoint on numerous occasions for some shit I didn't do. But also, the way America is set up is that at any given moment, you got to be on your P's and Q's because some shit could go down. As we saw in Buffalo, as we saw in California. I mean, there was 3 mass shootings this weekend. And I would use it to try to beat the shit out of mass shooters as well as just my own general protection. So I'm going to, because I mean, I can say flying, but not to brag, but I already got super strength, you know what I'm saying? And, so, I mean, 800-pound squat over here. I mean, I could say maybe I could squat 2,000 pounds, but that's just getting ridiculous. So
we gonna use that.
Being bulletproof, it would be my superpower.
All right. That's a good one.
Absolutely.
I didn't even think of it.
Hey, man, when you are out here in these streets, stop letting niggas ask you how do you say the word "to"? Okay, don't let these niggas ask you that question.
No.
You know what I mean?
Why you say fuck me for?
Hey, sure. Hey, it's our day.
I don't, not to be disrespectful, but I don't want you to feel special about this, lovely. Everybody.
No, but it's a me thing. I'm gonna feel special about this. On 2/22/22, I was trying to ask y'all Bama to say that to me.
22.
They didn't want to do that to me. I was like, why y'all say fuck me for? What I do?
22.
That's how you talk, man.
Hey, look, it's so funny. Like it's funny. Like this is a true story. I actually got in trouble like my first, I want to say, week in the PC because I was talking to Alicia Taylor, and I said, "Hey, shorty, what's up?" Like how Baltimore people say hi.
Yeah.
Right? And she thought that it was just unprofessional. She was like, "Oh," you shouldn't call me shorty. I'm like, I mean, I called my mother shorty. I called my sister shorty. I called my dad shorty. I called my dog shorty. But that's the Baltimore thing. But all right, cool. Sorry, I guess.
You better than me. I'm like, I could have called you a bitch, but that would have been frowned upon. But that's just me.
See, look at you try to start shit. See,
that's me. That was me. That was a me thing. That was a lovely thing. That was a me thing.
See, you see what I'm talking about? This is what I got to deal with all the time. This is,
wow, that's crazy.
You know what I mean?
You love it here.
You're gonna love it here.
You're gonna love it here.
Absolutely. That being the case, man. AJ, brother Frank, I appreciate you coming through.
Mm-hmm.
How can the folks get at you? How can the folks get at you if they want to book you? And then how can the folks get at you on social media?
You can follow me on all social media at AJ Francis 410. My booking info is in the bio, so it's right there. Book ajfrancis@gmail.com. I'm wherever the money is, man. So you want me, you know how to find me. I'm easy to find. Just have a trail of money and I'll follow my way home. I have been turning down bookings because they don't want to book Brianna and Tahuti as well. You know, I'm a big hit makers guy. I'm not an AJ guy. I'm a big hit maker. As you can see in my home studio, I'm not hurt. So I don't need to go out and wrestle. I wrestle when I want to wrestle. And if you're willing to book my people, because I always look out for my people. So yeah, you can book me or the Hitmakers at your nearest convenience. And also, July 3rd, SCW is back.
Yay.
Look, and I ran SCW before I got to WWE. We was going viral before wrestlers was going viral. Okay. My last match, I got burnt alive in a casket. All right. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was doing taker dives in the matches. I ain't doing no more taker dives. You know what I'm saying? I'm past that now. But I was just doing anything back then. And guess what? SCW is back July 3rd, Hitsville, USA. We already got some names lined up. I'm not at liberty to discuss until they are announced. But just know you're willing to see people from Impact, maybe even All Elite Wrestling, former WWE people, as well as couple of my homeboys, you know what I'm saying? Gotta get a homeboy some shots, you know what I'm saying? Always look out for your people. So, you know, the place where I created The Row, you may have heard of a very similar crew called Hit Row. You may have heard of it. The Row was a record label faction ran by I, so it might come off a little similar to something else you may have seen on television. You know, it's going to be a good time on July 3rd. We're going to be back at the Sausage Castle. And if you come to SCW, there is a 24-hour America's birthday party following at the Sausage Castle. The Sausage Castle, as we all know, is the greatest party house in America. It's been on Vice, it's been on Jackass, it's been on Tiger King, it's been in music videos for Joyner Lucas and Post Malone and Waka Flocka and the biggest artists that you can think of have been to the Sausage Castle. It's where I recorded my first album. This one, it's reversed. This one right here, 2 million streams. Recorded that at the Sausage Castle. I actually used to live there in what is now the Prince Room. It's a purple room covered in Prince memorabilia. There's also a Hugh Hefner room and a Marilyn Monroe room. There is a lot going down at the Sausage Castle. Like I said, the greatest party house in America. And there will be a 24-hour party following SCW on July 3rd. Gonna be a great show. So make sure you don't miss.
You check my calendar.
Hey, listen, I actually, you know what I mean, thanks to Brother Frank, I got the go ahead to go down to Florida footage already. I already got this approved.
Ain't that
you know
a
what I'm
bitch?
saying?
Wait a minute.
Yeah,
that's approved. So it's a bearded bald man thing, is what you're saying.
Y'all looking like
it's Severn, man. Severn 21144. You already know.
That's cool. It ain't your boys, ain't your boys.
Welcome to come. You know what I'm saying? Just so you know. The one rule about the Sausage Castle, and it's the reason why it's so popular, is women are always free.
Oh shit! I ain't got nothing to do that day.
Women are always free at the Sausage Castle. The brothers got to pay, but women are always welcome.
Perfect business. That's a perfect business strategy right there.
Because here's one thing: a brother don't want to pay but if he know that women ain't gotta pay, so they gonna be there, a brother gonna pay.
Oh, let me give y'all another little tidbit. Brothers who are watching this, if you have a business, bad bitches bring other bad bitches.
Ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth?
So I always keep about 2 or 3 with me. I don't know.
It's a good time happening at the Sausage Castle. We just getting back up and running. It's the first big show. I haven't been at a Sausage Castle show since October 25th, 2019. So it's a long time in the making, almost 3 years. I'm coming back with Bay, returning home with Bay. So we're going to be ready. And make sure you follow me on social media at AJFrancis410. You'll get all the information as it comes out. It's gonna be a good show.
Solid.
Hey man, that's what it is, man. Brother AJ, appreciate you. Lovely. We gonna fight.
Yeah, we're gonna go there. I'm gonna be there with bells on. But I thank you so much for coming to talk to us. It was such a pleasure getting to know you a little bit better. Hopefully we can bring you on again and get a little bit more in depth. You know how that goes. So thank you so much.
No problem.
Peace.